Welcome, family and friends, to the marriage of Kathryn and Nate. You may now be seated. I'd like to welcome you all to the wedding of Kathryn and Nate. My name is Taylor. I will be the officiant for the evening. For those that do not know me, I am Kathryn's older brother. Before Kathryn and Nate were engaged, I dropped hints very often that I wanted to do this. And fortunately, they chose me to do it. The couple would like to thank each and every one of you for being here. And they know a lot of you have made a significant journey here to celebrate their love, and they are very grateful for that. Although many of you live hundreds of miles away, you have never been far from their hearts. You have all shared in their best and most challenging days and are an essential part of the past and their tomorrows. As we witness the vows they exchange with one another today, may we always do everything to support the commitment that they have made to nurture bond between these two people. Now, Nate's sister Amanda would like to present a reading.
This is Love by Roy Croft. I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. I love you not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part of me that you bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heaped up heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you can't help dimly seeing there, and for drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else had looked quite far enough to find. I love you because you are helping to make of the lumber of my life not a tavern, but a temple, out of the works of my everyday, not a reproach, but a song. I love you because you have done more than any creed could have done to make me good, and more than any fate to make me happy. You have done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by being yourself.
Thank you, Amanda. Now for a little trip into the past. Remember the story of love we observed today. I'd like to start in 2005. Many of you may not know that Nate and Kathryn actually met on the internet. Nate got Kathryn's messenger screen name from a mutual friend who actually had a crush on Kathryn. They talked every day and formed a friendship very quickly. Nate, who says he is normally indecisive, knew it was love right away. It took Kathryn 3 months or so to decide she could finally open herself up to him. The couple briefly attended the same high school and had a love that existed through passing notes and fleeting moments in the halls. Shortly after this, Kathryn moves here to Ohio, and this could have very easily been the end for these two. But they knew something was special. Their relationship continued through these years by form of text messaging, internet messaging, and grew stronger every time they could visit one another. Kathryn moved back to Indiana after high school to go to college, and this is when their relationship really matured. The two moved in together in 2014 and knew they were in it for the long haul. Then, in a string of unexpected events, they both moved here to Ohio. Pushing them out of their comfort zones and challenging themselves, but ultimately strengthening their bond. This brings us to now, and you all, and this ceremony, which they give themselves to one another for the rest of their lives. I'm going to read the ceremony of the hands. I would like you two to come closer and take each other by the hand. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build a future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear and grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countlessly wipe tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are hands that will help you hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you the strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands, even when wrinkled and aged, will be reaching for yours, still giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Here to read The Art of Marriage is Kathryn's Aunt Jeanette.
The little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. Okay. Thank you. It's remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking each other for granted. The courtship should not end at the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers with the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words in appreciation and demonstrating gratitude through thoughtful ways. It is not expecting a husband to wear a halo or a wife to have wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is finding room for things in the spirit. It's a common search for good and beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation is reciprocal. It's not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner.
Thank you, Aunt Jeanette. Thank you, Nate. Kathryn and Nate will soon exchange rings as a physical symbol of their vows that they are making with one another. As the ceremony proceeds, I ask that the friends and family in attendance warm these rings by passing them down the rows. Briefly hold the rings in your hand while taking a moment to make your wishes for the couple's future together, and then pass the rings to the next person. The rings will not only be a gift from one another, but will be given with love, support, and wisdom of those closest to the bride and groom.
Loud and clear, or am I breaking up? Am I still your charm, or am I just bad luck? Are we getting closer? Are we just getting more? And I'll show you mine, you show me yours first. Let's compare stars, I'll tell you whose is worse. unwrite these pages, replace them with our own words. We live on front porches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. If love is a labor, I'll stay till the end. I won't cross these streets until you hold my hand. I've been here so long, I think that it's time to move. The winter's so cold, summer's over too soon. Let's pack our bags and settle down where palm trees grow. And I've got some friends, some that I hardly know. We've had some times I wouldn't trade for the world. We chase these days down with talks of the places that we will grow.
Are you guys ready to hear vocals right now?
Porches and swing life away.
Right here, like right here,
Just fine here on minimum wage. If love is a labor, I'll slay till the
Yeah, so you guys will
end.
actually
I
read your
won't
own
cross
vows.
these streets until you hold my hand. Until you hold my hand.
I'm just saying, like at this point, you guys will read your own vows. All right.
And I'll show you mine if you show me yours first. Let's compare scars, I'll tell you whose is worse. Let's unwrite these pages, replace them with our own words. We live on front porches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. If love is a labor, I'll stay till the end. I won't cross these streets until you hold my hand. So swing life away. Swing life away.
Yes, good.
Swing life
Should start walking.
away. Swing life away.
Thank you, Jake and Derek. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point in commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held while riding in the car, over a meal, on a long walk, all of those sentences that begun with when we're married and continued with I will and you will and we will. Those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe. And all of those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All of these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are the way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it, every word of it. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another, an acquaintance, a friend, a companion, a lover, a dance partner, and even a teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last years. Now, you shall say in a few words that take you across this threshold in life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you will be able to use the words, "This is my husband and this is my wife." The two have written their own vows, which they will read now.
Nathan, when I sat down to write my vows, I didn't realize how difficult it would be. Difficult because there are no arrangement of words that could ever come close to expressing how much you mean to me, how much I love you, and how excited I am to spend forever with you. When you came into my life, I had no idea how important you would become to me. You quickly became my best friend and soon after my boyfriend. I remember how scared I was to be your girlfriend because I never wanted to lose you or the friendship we developed so rapidly. But the more I thought about it, all I could think is how amazing it would be to have your best friend be your boyfriend. In 8th grade, many people told us that what we had was puppy love and had no real ground to stand on for anything real. Although it may have been puppy love, it was love. And that love grew stronger every day to where it is today. When I moved 5 hours away, it would have been so easy to end everything and go our separate ways. But it was never an option to either of us, because although we were young, there was something undeniable about our connection. Throughout the last 12 years, you have been many constants in my life, while everything around me seemed to be changing. You have been a constant source of love, happiness, laughter, support, and compassion. And I promise to always be those for you forever.
Kathryn, it was always a dream just to know you. From the moment my eyes saw yours, I was enamored. I was a kid with a crush, trying to get a girl that was way too cool for me. But look where we are now, and look at everyone here, and this amazing day. I feel so blessed that things have actually happened the way I always imagined that they would. You are a continual source of inspiration and motivation for me to be the best version of myself. And because of you, I know what it means to love and to be loved, what it means to live not for yourself, but for each other. You make me want to be a better person. Kathryn, there's no one else I would ever want to come home to each night and wake up with each morning. I promise to you all of my love for the rest of my days, and in whatever way we exist after this, then too I promise to find you. It's always been you, it's always going to be you, and I promise nothing but my purest devotion.
Nate. As you place this ring on Kathryn's finger, please repeat after me. On this day, I marry my best friend.
On this day, I marry my best friend.
The one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams.
The one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams.
Kathryn, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion.
Kathryn, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion.
I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love to join my life with yours.
I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love to join my life with yours.
Kathryn, as you place this ring on Nate's finger, please repeat after me. On this day, I marry my best friend.
On this day, I marry my best friend.
The one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams.
The one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams.
Nathan, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion.
Nathan, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and devotion.
I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love to join my life with yours.
I offer you
I offer you my heart and my hand and my love to join my life with yours.
to join my life with yours.
By the power vested in me by the state of Ohio, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. I now present for the first time ever the newly married couple, Kathryn and Nate.